everybody? This is Ku5ogrande, the Bad Video Game Tournament. We're going to go ahead and jump on over to the game reveal because we are starting to run a little bit behind. RPG Chick, thank you for the host. Thank you as well for everybody who followed and subbed. Can't talk about you individually. We got to go. Oh, and Corndan, I'm so excited for this next game because...
Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, we have a great GM.
Oh, yeah? Who's the GM?
Oh, a Marshmallow. Wait, no, Corndan. Wait, is it you or RBW?
Well, I mean, I would have given out RoboCop, so it's probably not me.
Okay. I keep messing this up. Okay. Royal Blue Wizard. Okay, I'm just confirming. It's you, right, RBW? Wizard? You here?
Yeah, totally me. Absolutely totally me.
Okay. I'm mixing up my wires. But yeah, that was a fun game that we had. Wizard, what do we have coming up today?
Well, as I'm covering for Corndan, apparently, we have RoboCop 4 for the NES.
Well, for the Dendy.
Well, for the Dendy, technically, yes.
So, yeah, I feel like Corndan is somehow choosing all these games, but is not. Blasphemous Roar, no, you can't unraid. We've got more RoboCop coming your way. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Like, why do we have more RoboCop? Why is there more?
Because it exists.
I don't
because
care.
It's there.
I want to
because
cry.
Because as it was said right when the stream started, more RoboCop Grande.
No RoboCop Grande. No. You could go and make your own RoboCop marathon tournament. I don't want it. Oh my gosh, can you imagine how long would a RoboCop marathon take? How many days?
Long time.
A while.
There's a lot of them.
Most of the games aren't that long. You know, if you knew them all.
Yeah, that's true. I'm just
There's
so
just a lot
upset that there's so many different versions of RoboCop. You say this is for the Dendy. Is this actually a real game, or...?
It is actually a real game.
Yes.
Okay.
Sort
Was
of.
Soviet RoboCop a real game?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so...
I mean, this is real in that it's a bootleg of
It's
RoboCop
a Russian
3.
bootleg.
That is exactly RoboCop 3, but it's RoboCop 4.
Oh, so this is a bootleg.
Yes.
Of course.
But,
I have a theme.
Well, I asked if it was a real game, and you're like, yeah, it's real, but it's bootleg.
It is a real game. It really exists. You can go get it. Look, we have a picture of the cart.
Yeah,
it's real.
let me run down to the real video game store and...
All right, you
buy
do
this.
that.
Yeah, you should probably not do that, bro, for obvious reasons.
What, are they gonna throw me in real jail for buying this real bootleg?
No, but I'm pretty sure you should shelter in place.
Oh. Whatever, nobody's doing that here in Utah.
Utah.
People hanging out together, Utah. Oh, everybody, I sadly do still know the state song. We, all learned it when we were kids. People in Utah who lived in Utah all their lives have a lot of pride in Utah. I'm not sure it's necessarily the worst thing in the world, but it's a little bit odd compared to other states. Like, nobody in New Jersey is proud of New Jersey, let me tell you.
How would you know that?
I just know it. Nobody, whenever...
Someone in chat is already disagreeing with you.
No, whenever anybody from New Jersey says they're from New Jersey, they have to explain and apologize.
Well, that's because they're from South Jersey.
Oh.
And South Jersey's nice. Nobody from North Jersey wants to say they're from Jersey.
I love it. I'm from Jersey? Maybe. Yeah, anyways, I am still getting everything set up, so feel free to kick back and relax, everybody. We are running a little bit late, but what can you say? It's RoboCop. You're gonna get more RoboCop. So, does this differ drastically from the other RoboCop 3 that exists out there in
No.
this universe?
No.
If you played NES RoboCop 3, you have played this game.
Okay.
This just has all of the corporate information stripped out and a bunch of graphical glitches, as befitting a Dendy port.
Okay, so it's got some graphical issues. Are there any physics issues, or are they pretty much exactly the same?
Pretty much exactly the same from what I've seen. Corndan's the expert, though.
I mean, as far as I know, looking at the video, it's RoboCop 3. Or at least close enough to RoboCop 3 that if you've played RoboCop 3, you've played this entire game.
Oh, yeah. So I do know, Corndan, you're in here because obviously you love to talk about RoboCop, but I feel like you're also a zombie today.
I am a zombie today,
Uh-oh.
which is the real reason I'm here.
Is that... Are we doing your audio because of that?
We can. My audio is clean.
I don't know who volunteered. I don't know. I'm just working on getting stuff set up.
I sent you a DM, bro.
Yeah. Just a sec. Let me check the DM. Okay. Good job. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get it set up. I'm trying to do RoboCop. Oh, okay. That's okay. Yeah, and I even told people to give me notifications on Discord. I did see that.
You just didn't look at it.
Well, I looked at it. It's just that, I don't know. What's my excuse? I need a good excuse. Chat, anybody want to... Let's go ahead and crowdsource an excuse
you
that
were
I can
worried
give.
about Justin. Too worried about Justin coming up to attack you with his metal legs after being given RoboCop for you to go look at your DMs.
I mean, that's a reasonable excuse. Justin tried to murder me, so I'm a little bit slow here. Sorry, it's taken too long. Just blame Justin. What? No, Justin, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Apparently, he's a little bit upset that he tried to murder me, so yeah, that's sad. Hey, at least this music sounds pretty good. It's hopping.
It's RoboCop 3.
Yeah, which means that the music is actually fairly decent. At least the title screen music is.
Title screen music is pretty good.
Oh no, I forgot to get a Skull and Crossbones for Corndan. What am I gonna do?
Cool, I'm gonna get points for this match.
No points for you. I definitely need to denote that you are a zombie. Skull.
So, as you can see, it's totally not RoboCop 3 because they carefully cropped the graphic at the top.
by removing one tile.
Yep.
And adding a creepy Russian baby or something.
Creepy Russian baby? Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that kid is not in RoboCop 3.
I love it. It's so good. Yeah, I'm bouncing away for just 1 second so that I can do Skull and Crossbones and not be embarrassed because everything is messed up.
I mean, it in fact be in RoboCop 3, but I just like to think that that's a creepy Russian baby added solely.
I mean, what can you say? Creepy Russian babies. They can be in RoboCop, sure. Well, everybody, here are your 4 players. Time Wander, Kessenchu, Tetsuya, and, of course, our dear faithful zombie Corndan. I was just doing a quick check to make sure that everything is actually in the right place. And it looks like we should be good, yeah. Everybody, by the way, be sure to go follow the various streamers here. They do have their individual channels that go off of the name that they have up on the layout.
The unfortunate thing is that as it cycles through the title screen and high score screen, we don't get to see the brilliance of the startup where it proclaims it is a production.
Okay.
I mean, this is like taking kids and turning them into dope dealers.
I mean, she probably is. Look at her. She's got a machine gun. Why does she have a machine gun, Courtney?
Cornan, would you be willing to reset so the audience can see the brilliant company screens?
Oh, baby.
Thank you very much.
1992. Okay, I'm just waiting for all of the players to confirm they're ready.
Production.
A production. 1992 presents.
They did a really crappy job of taking the 3 out. They only took out the top half of the 3.
Well, and look at how they gave the little girl an Uzi.
Well, everybody, go ahead and spam all of your RoboCop emotes as well as guns or little children. And if you have any babies with gun emotes, you can go ahead and spam those as well. We're doing the countdown. Spam! Spam, everybody! Oh, there's a child. Is that the bald Canadian? I think so. He's wearing a hat, though.
Kailu?
Yeah. Okay, as soon as I see movement in the first stage, I will start our timer. Everybody, sit back, relax, get ready for butts, because we've got RoboCop 3. Okay, let's go ahead. I'm just relaxing a little bit real quick. Gotta get a little bit of a breather, you know, after having such an intense previous match with the Tiger Electronics.
Well, so we can talk about this. This is RoboCop 3 for the NES. It's apparently your fire pickups are now bears. Because why not? They could have been bears before, I don't really know.
Well, I mean, if this was a Soviet bootleg, that makes sense. Rah! Collect the bears! What was that?
I was going to say, I'm not actually sure how much they managed to change without completely screwing up graphics. There are going to be some graphical glitches at points, though, because they just really shoddily ported this.
Oh, sure they did.
I mean, all they had to do was put it in, like, a different cartridge, and that's not what they did.
Well, I mean, it would be illegal if you left all of the company information, right? Okay, Tetsuya is... I don't know what that was. Confirming repairs?
Yeah, so, here's the fun thing about this game. In between levels, you get however many things you picked up, the little P's, to repair your, like, stuff. And if you don't repair, like, your head or your arms or whatever, it does stupid things.
If you take too much head damage, for example, sometimes RoboCop will go the opposite direction that you press.
Wait, so it's like the Incredible Crash Dummies, except a lot slower.
Yeah, and you'll find out because I am real bad right now, and so all of this is going to
Okay, it looks like Kessenchu is checking the body to see how much damage there is. Ooh, fixing up a little bit of the arm. Interesting. I actually kind of like that mechanic.
It like in practice or in theory, it's a good idea. In practice, it does not work very well.
There need to be games that do that.
I mean, you don't get enough of the like pickups.
Okay.
To basically like make it worthwhile. And so you take so much damage because like everything in here is like a lot of damage, right?
I mean, there's acid. Yeah,
There's acid and ninjas
And there goes Corndan.
Oh no! I mean, oh yeah. Good job, Gordon.
So, fun fact, when you continue with whatever you had coming off the last level.
Oh, so
Just
if
take
your
all
legs
that.
were almost dissolved, then you continue
Yep.
there. Well, okay, that's fun. And you only have one life?
Yep.
Interesting. So I'm just thinking about strategies for this. Odds are you're going to see somebody do a full reset at some point just to make sure that they have better equipment moving into the next level. Having a better continue setup is definitely going to do a lot for the players.
And you will die real fast when it decides to drop your inputs, and you decide to go in the lava and miss that jump to go get your weapons picked up.
Oh, it's not lava, it's acid.
And you only get 3 continues.
Yeah, and it's acid, Corndan.
And it's acid.
Hey, there we go, Kessenchu doing a good job at dying.
I did a real good job at dying.
Oh, well, everybody's doing a really good job at dying. Honestly, you know, all of the players here, I gotta love them. Kessenchu has been around for a while, but I don't believe they actually played in Ku5ogrande before. So
This is their first Ku5ogrande.
Yeah, what about Time Wanderer? I feel like Time Wanderer has been around for a while, and Tetsuya for sure has.
Yeah. I mean, I noticed that Tetsuya is doing much better job at this than I did.
Well, that's because
Yep.
Tetsuya is ridiculously good at video games. Like,
That is true.
I am 0% surprised that Tetsuya is doing this well. Now, Kessenchu and Time Wanderer are making some good progress. Kessenchu, honestly, I often think that when somebody is new starting out with Ku5ogrande, even if they've watched for a while, you just don't know how they're going to do until they actually get into it. Kessenchu, I feel like, is doing a little bit above average even, you know, getting to this ninja, trying to take this ninja out. Ooh. Like, were ninjas yeah, ninjas totally were a thing in RoboCop 3, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
The final boss guy in this was a ninja.
Oh, I love it. Like, because it is a port of the NES version over to the Dendy, you know, it's not really suffering in quality at all. Yes, it was illegal. Yes, they were stealing. But, you know, most of what we see here is what the original company made.
Yeah, pretty much. The game still is not great.
Oh, come on. Yeah, and it also has a shout out to Cher at the beginning of one of the levels. So, good job, Cher. I'm pretty sure I just saw Thomas Jefferson on Tetsuya's screen. Yeah, at the bottom. Oh, no. That's a mohawk. Just in front of the black background, it looked like he had a Thomas Jefferson hairstyle. Yeah, see? Everybody look at Tetsuya's screen. So Corndan, what are you feeling as you play this game? Like, this is a platformer. Obviously, it's not the best platformer. What makes this bad?
So, I mean, the controls are difficult.
Okay.
So
Jumping
now
is
my missiles are
obnoxious.
jammed. Yeah, jumping's a thing. Like, the fact that you only get one life and everything does massive damage and nothing is real good about, like, just being set up for you.
Okay.
It's Right, so like you expect it to control a certain way, and it doesn't.
Oh,
And also my button is sticking, and so I'm just jumping all over the place.
by the way, I can confirm RoboCop 3 on the Nintendo does have the child with the Uzi sitting on his shoulder. So,
Is it actually with the Uzi or just the child?
actually with the Uzi.
Yeah, they only removed one tile from the screen.
Actually, is it supposed to be RoboCop holding the Uzi? Like, I can't even see his gun. I don't know. But yeah, it definitely is a child. And I believe that the child has a gun. Whatever, self-defense, right?
Sure.
By the way, the person who did the music for this, Jiron Tell, did music for other games like Disney's Beauty and the Beast, Bram Stoker's Dracula, also some versions of Lemmings, RoboCop 3, which is this game, Back to the Future Part 3, which the only thing that was slightly redeemable about that was the music, Golden Axe, all of the good stuff, you know. Honestly, they did a lot of music, and it's pretty awesome to see that they had decent music. Oh, and how about that classic Savage? They helped with the music on that.
Well, I mean, the music for Savage is wonderful.
Oh, it's fantastic. Oh my gosh. This is just... Like, I really enjoy this music. It's pretty dang good. Like, Stage 2 isn't as good as the opening theme, but it's still okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you know...
So there's
Go ahead. I think we lost Gordon.
I think we might have lost Gordon.
Gordon! Come back to us.
His stream also has stopped moving.
Well, maybe he paused, or his internet died. Is he offline? No, he's around. Gordon! Oh, his stream crashed. Are you there? Are you a robot? Have you turned into RoboCop? Oh, he's a robot.
Look what you've done, bro.
I'm sorry! Everybody, we are having technical difficulties. Corndan is now a robot. And I'm very scared.
As you should be.
Yeah, don't worry. He'll probably be back. That's okay. He's a zombie robot, so it's not as big of a deal. Kessinchu getting another game over. Honestly, this game is a little bit rough. This ninja that everybody is fighting right now is sort of prone to killing you.
Yeah.
Sort of.
What's weird is when I went to go check all of my stuff, the ninja just left me alone.
The ninja left you alone?
Yeah, like I was at like 10% health for a while, and I went to go check my internet connection when you know it looked like I was Comcasted.
Oh yeah.
And you know, so I just like, okay, whatever, I'm gonna die. I don't really care. And it decided that you know, that was fine.
Oh,
And I sat in the corner and the ninja left me alone. So I'm gonna actually try to go in the corner and see if that lets me kill the ninja.
That might be a legit strat.
It might be a legit strat. So the other what kind of like legit strat is basically like, how do you take the least amount of damage possible in the first level to give you like the best chance of not having like your arms broke in level 2? Because I'm pretty sure I could have killed that ninja if I didn't have like broken arms.
Like, did that
So,
make
like-
it so that you couldn't shoot?
Yeah. It jams your rockets. You can't fire real well.
Wait, so you can still kill things.
Well, like it just doesn't shoot. But so at the end of the end of level 1, if you sit all the way on the right, that seems to help some.
Yeah, also, why does your efficiency get over 100%?
Because they give you a health boost at the end.
Ah. Well, that's nice. Can your equipment get damaged on your way through the level?
Yes.
Okay. So you can suddenly have controls reversed if you took too much damage.
Yes. And so if you watched some of the stuff I did previous, you would see, like, when I would go to try to fire, like, rockets and stuff,
yeah,
that they just wouldn't fire.
Okay, yeah. That's not fun. But Corndan is onto the ninja, seeing if hiding at the right is a good ninja strat. Uh-oh.
Well, it doesn't work on this level, but maybe... like, hiding on the left maybe does?
Possibly. Nah. Like, he'll still get you. It's just, he's not super aggressive. You know, sword against robot, you would probably want to bring something else. Like, maybe, like a taser, I think, is going to do better against a robot than a sword. You're made of titanium! What a stupid ninja. Then again, most ninjas are kind of dumb.
Well, you know.
Oh, yeah, it looks like Kessenchu is onto this ninja, but is having a little bit of a hard time shooting. Uh-oh. Apparently we have dumb ninjas in chat. Wow.
Well, you know. I mean, it's true.
It is the way things work out.
It's the way things work out.
I don't know.
So,
I still like
how you do in the first level is really important for how you do in any level is really important for continues.
Yeah, that's what it seems like, honestly. Just
because in my last set I only had an efficiency of 70%.
Yeah.
And now on continue it's at 104%, which is what I came into the level with.
That's a lot more health. Honestly, it's absolutely worth it. And as far as I can tell, there's not a timer, so going a little bit slow is not a problem. Just make sure that, you know, you can get back to where you were before, that you can start making progress, and slow and steady might win this race. Tetsuya is onto the tank, though. Uh-oh, we've got Robot Corndan back. No, Robo Corndan! No!
Tetsuya gets killed by the tank again.
Well, that's okay. You know, you're gonna die every once in a while.
I think I may have to give a flashing warning for the tank bit, but the flashing I think is intermittent, so it's kind of hard for me to make a call on it.
Okay, just so everybody watching knows, there may be some flashing. Just be aware, especially if you are super sensitive to that.
So I think part of the problem with Tetsuya's strategy is that he relies really heavily on having the homing missiles, and the problem is that as you use your weapons, they downgrade.
Wait,
so,
what?
Yeah. Yep. And the homing missiles are real good.
Well, except when they decide to fly around like those homing arrows in Super Ghouls and Ghosts and have no friggin' clue where any enemies are.
Corndan, I show that your stream is offline.
Well, that's because I'm being Comcasted.
Comcast? Everybody yell at Comcast, but in a very vague manner so that they can't sue us. Cable or internet companies, am I right? Well, it's okay, Corn Dan.
I mean,
that's 1% on Tetsuya. He beat the tank, but he has 1%.
Left. Oh, that's gonna make this next level impossible. It's not gonna happen. Oh, there he goes. He's dead. I hope the continue is literally right there with that dude.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Oh, and Tetsuya just started over. Good idea. You gotta protect the innocent, you know? Corn Dan, your missile got jammed.
And the ninja killed Corn Dan.
Oh no.
So one thing that may not be apparent to everyone is that you have to walk to like the very edge of a platform to make some of these jumps. Otherwise you'll just fall short. And it can be very frustrating. Especially when falling short just dumps you in the acid.
Like, honestly, I've been watching this, and some of the jumps legit seem impossible, but I'm not sure.
You have to stand, like, on the corner to make those jumps work. It's real tight, otherwise you're going in the acid.
I mean, to be fair, RoboCop in this is at least a little bit better at platforming than in most RoboCop games. Like, it's really difficult to find a RoboCop game with decent at all platforming.
There does not exist a RoboCop game with decent platforming.
False, the unreleased version of RoboCop on NES. That one is actually kind of fun.
Alright, I'll spot you that.
I'm victorious!
Tetsuya is currently in the lead, and then I'm not sure who's ahead between Kessenchu and Time Wanderer, because they both have made it fairly well into Stage 2.
True, both of them are pretty... It's pretty neck and neck. I think that we'll have a clearer idea. One of them for sure will make it to Stage 3 within the next 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah, I have full expectations that is the case.
Yeah, now, nobody is really surprised that Tetsuya is in the lead. Just so everybody knows what the stakes are, by the way, this is round 1. Yeah, we only have 3 players, but that's because we're at the end of round 1. You know, we have one match after this one that you're watching right now, and then bam, round 2 begins. So right now, you know, Tetsuya is in the lead. He would be getting 10 points if he took a victory. As for everybody here, you know, nobody is out of the tournament if they don't take first or second. It's still very possible to stay in. In addition, for round 2, we generally have the people with the higher points going up against others who have done well during the first round. People who struggled going up against people who struggled. So it becomes a little bit more of an equalizer. Even if you don't do well during your first match, you could do very well during your second.
And Corndan has been totally Comcasted.
Oh no! Corndan! Corndan is one of our GMs. He is playing today just to show off this game, and because we wanted somebody to fill the bottom right corner. Unfortunately, the void.
And because he's our RoboCop expert.
Our resident RoboCop expert, yeah. For better or for worse. Although I love that he chose neither of the RoboCop games today. This is your fault.
This is my fault?
Yeah!
I have no idea why you think this is my fault. I did not
game! You chose RoboCop!
I gave this game because I was told today was RoboCop Day by the other GMs.
Oh, okay.
Are you telling me that this wasn't actually intended to be RoboCop Day?
No. Yes, I'm telling you that. Why would it be RoboCop Day? Why is that
because
a
all
national
the GMs
holiday?
apparently, all the GMs told me that it was RoboCop Day, so I figured, oh, well, clearly I have to go and give out a Russian bootleg RoboCop. I believe Jeff got the same message, so that's really not my call to make.
Well, after doing 5 seconds of research, I have found that RoboCop Day is actually June 3rd in Motor City. That is specifically to promote the release of RoboCop. So, yeah. It's actually a legit day. June 3rd, everybody. Go celebrate RoboCop Day. We can have a second RoboCop Day, you know. It's like Fridays. You gotta have them more than just once a year.
You only have one Friday in a year?
Well, no, I don't. You've gotta have more than one Friday in a year. Otherwise, you go nuts. You're like, I need more Fridays in my life.
I don't understand Utah weekdays.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Those are the days in the middle of the week. Then you got Sunday at the beginning and Saturday at the end. There you go. Any questions?
Yeah, how come you only have one Friday in your week? You're saying that you get multiple Fridays.
Well, no. Do you get multiple Fridays in a week?
It depends on the week.
Okay, what about in a year? Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
You get 52 of them. So do we. I don't think there's any difference here. What I'm saying is that if you only had one Friday a year, it would be sad. So you gotta have it all the time. Just like RoboCop. If you only had one RoboCop day a year, you would be sad.
Well, except why would you only want one RoboCop day a year?
He's back. Well, yeah, like I said, we need at least one more, which is what we've got today.
But yes, as I was saying, both Jeff and I got the memo of today was RoboCop Day, so if you're going to complain, complain to whoever sent out the memo, which I thought was from your desk.
My desk has a bunch of trash on it. I've got, like, granola bar wrapper, because I just ate a granola bar. I could write a memo on that, I guess, and send it out. Here's my memo. Ingredients, granola. This is a crappy memo. Do you want to know how to make granola bars? I could send you that.
Is it an ingredients list?
Yep.
That's not how to make them.
Yeah, it is. You put them in a pot, you stir it up. Bam, granola.
I do know how to make granola bars.
I mean, yes, I also know how to make granola bars, but an ingredients list is not an instruction set.
That's how food's made. You take ingredients, you put them in a pot, mix it up, bam, you got food.
I mean, that's how you make Granny Cream's hot butter ice cream.
Thank you,
You take hot butter, right, and ice cream, you mix it in a pot.
And today I have learned that Quarantine is some sort of hypnospace outlaw.
I love that game so much. Everybody should totally play it. But I'm more of a fan of the guy who was kicked out of Frostpunk. Okay, he's my favorite. Or, like, specifically the guy whose music was considered, like, too lame. That's what I loved.
But, I mean, wasn't he... I know who you're talking about. Wasn't he, like, all over the place, though? Like, his music's everywhere.
I don't think it was the same guy that we're thinking about. No, I'm thinking the guy, I will lay to my rest down in the snow, but forever, and I will be... Like, it's some weird, really slow, kind of like... It feels like a song that would be on a sad 80s movie.
So Time Wanderer has made it to stage 3.
Very
I don't
nice.
believe Kessenshu has yet, which means that the current order would be Tetsuya, Time Wanderer, Kessenshu.
I believe you are correct. Apparently Kessenshu is enjoying the game, though. Having a lot of fun. Tetsuya gets to see the credits. RoboCop 4 presents
Production.
Production. I mean, it's not wrong.
No, it's definitely a production, alright. And yeah, Cadis is right in saying that Tetsuya has been to stage 4. Tetsuya has gone to stage 4 and gotten shot by a guy and died immediately, but that was still getting to stage 4.
Oh yeah.
So I have to say that one of my least favorite enemies are the ones that hide in garbage cans or crates, and then pop up and shoot you with a fairly high caliber weapon of some sort. Because it's hard to kill them, and they do a lot of damage quickly.
Yeah. They're no good.
Oh no.
So because acid does damage per frame, I've honestly found that the best solution is to get your button jammed like Corndan and just keep jumping like a jackrabbit while you're stuck inside the acid.
Okay.
It works.
Wait. Do you automatically jump if you just hold jump?
Yes.
Oh, that's
and
actually
you
kind of
automatically
nice.
fire if you hold down fire.
I like it. Good, so turbo before turbo, that's what this RoboCop brought. Actually, no, turbo already existed, never mind.
The turbo existed a long time before it. So I also appreciate these ninjas. You can attack them off screen.
That's where all the damage comes in.
Yeah.
And if you can bait them in some sort of silly jumping pattern, you're good to go, but it's tricky.
Everybody is currently playing through level 2. Now, for those who are just showing up and who don't know what's going on, the race that we have is 1 hour long to see who can make the most progress at any given point during the match. That means that Tetsuya is definitely in the lead, having made it to stage 3 and beating the tank. I believe
he got to stage 4.
Yeah, died right at the beginning of it, but made it to stage 4.
Yep.
Yeah, as far as Time Wanderer and Kessenchu, they're still definitely behind, though Time Wanderer has made it to stage 3, if I'm not delusional.
No, that is correct.
Aha! I'm right for once!
Someone want to quote that just so that we have a record of Rosentia being right for once?
Whatever, I'm always right, so whatever.
That is in direct contrast to your previous quote.
Well, yeah, you don't have to quote that. You can just believe it in your heart, okay?
All of chat does not believe that you being right for once ever needs to be recorded. Thank you, chat.
Here, I have a quote for you that's me being 100% correct. RoboCop is made out of the element buttonium, which it's a metal that comes from butts. And this RoboCop is definitely butt metal.
I'm not a RoboCop expert. I do not feel justified in responding to that.
It's certainly possible.
Is that a Utah fact? Yeah, buttonium.
Welcome to stage 3, Corndan.
Yay!
Oh, nice. I'm so glad that you get a jetpack. Although I'm a little bit concerned how it works. Do you have infinite fuel?
Oh, heck no.
Okay, how can you see how much fuel you have?
But
No, you'll get a warning saying that fuel is low when it starts running low. You cannot actually see how much fuel you have otherwise.
And is it for the whole stage, or every time you land, do you get more fuel?
No, there's a fuel pickup midway through the stage.
I mean, of course.
Right
Also, I'm enjoying Corndan's homing missile that saw an enemy right in front of him, but decided it didn't really want to go after the enemy.
Well, I mean, if you can just run past enemies and not take damage, that's a pretty good way to go.
Yeah. I mean, it's true.
Oh, Corndan died.
Yeah, well, you know.
So, Cadus, pausing this screen just stops everything, and hitting select is how you switch between missiles and guns. So, I don't believe there actually is a way to see the fuel. I could be wrong. I messed around with it, but... the game is not my, wheelhouse.
Do you have limited ammo when it comes to this game?
Kinda.
For anything,
What does that
for anything
mean?
upgraded over the base gun.
And that depends basically on how bad your efficiency is on all that.
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
the worse off you are as a RoboCop, like, the less you have as a weapon before, like, things just go south.
Well, that's fun. Hey, Kessenchu is also on to the... Oh, never mind. This is the beginning
Oh,
of
that's
the
the
game.
first stage.
So, do you think that the players are going back to the first stage in order to just get a better starting point? Do you have infinite continues, or are they limited?
There are three
Limited
continues.
continues.
Okay, that's a piece of the puzzle I missed.
So I'm
Because,
of the
wait.
opinion-
If you continue, you start with crappy
Whatever
health
you-
and crappy weapons, and then you only
You-
get 3 of those?
Yeah, so whatever you had, right? Like, if you had 50% health going into stage 3 and died and continued, you're still going to have 50% health.
That's not how limited continues work. That's illegal.
And on top of
I'm
that, you
so
only
angry.
have 3 continues.
This is amazing. I've never felt this angry about a continue system. Actually,
Yeah,
that's
it's not
probably a
good.
lie. But that is just mind-blowing that they could think that that was a good idea. That, oh my gosh. I hate it. I hate it. Corndan, I hate it. You didn't even
I
choose
mean-
this game, but I hate it.
Tetsuya at 30%.
I mean, I was tempted to choose this game.
Thank you for not choosing the game. But, oh my
Well,
gosh.
I did. I mean, I figured you all needed a break from RoboCop from me for a while. I think that's fair.
It's one, and that's dead.
I mean, if a RoboCop break means no RoboCop ever again, sure, Corndan. Yeah, I have no idea how every version of RoboCop can just shock me in such different ways. This RoboCop 3, the continue system, is so dumb.
It is. It is.
Okay, Kessenchu has now put in Discord, like, previously he said, I love this, and now he says, I don't love this anymore.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a fair opinion. That is a very fair opinion.
like, it's like Super Highlight, okay? That you don't really know how bad certain things are until you've made a certain amount of progress. And then you're like, are you for real? And that's what we get here.
I mean, I think that's a pretty reasonable commentary to make on this game.
Oh yeah. Okay, Time Wanderer on to Ninja 2. Kill the ninja.
I think Ninja 2 is the easiest to get them to caught on the right-hand side if you have the 3-way, and then just, like, crouch there and shoot them. It's slower, but it works.
Well, works is important.
There we go, Time Wanderer back through that, moving on to stage 3. Very nice. Yeah, he's gotten pretty used to that stage. Not only that, but It's a respectable amount of efficiency, 81%. Could be better, could be worse.
It's a decent efficiency, but the real problem is getting through stage 3 and keeping it, because there are lovely tank shells coming from off the screen and hitting you for a solid 10% each time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I do love, by the way, that the color of efficiency and the enemy health changes per stage based off of the color palette around. They didn't make it standardized like some of the other colors that they have in the HUD.
Well, and that's probably true for the actual NES version of this game too.
Yeah, but I actually kind of like that. Like, it's not something that you see often in modern games that the HUD changes, but it gives it a unique feeling. It helps make each level feel like it's a different level.
So, Corndan, did you know that you can aim diagonally upwards and diagonally downwards?
Yes, I did.
Do you think our other...
If you have the three-way and you angle up, that hop angled shot goes straight up.
Which is incredibly useful.
Okay, have any of our players learned that?
I'm not sure.
Okay,
because
explain. How do you do it?
While you... Sorry, you say, Corndan.
It's just angle, like up left and shoot, and up right and shoot.
Okay. So
But
that's
the thing is,
that seems relatively easy.
but if you want to aim diagonally downwards, if you press down first, you crouch. You need to be firing before you press down to actually angle downwards.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
that people might not figure that one out.
Nope. I had a good time going, how come I keep crouching when I'm trying to go and shoot... Oh, Time Wanderer fell in a hole.
Oh no. You know, RoboCop's biggest weakness, holes. Kills him every time.
Kata says that Tetsuya has been shooting diagonally, so at least Tetsuya has figured it out.
Yeah. So right now we are 40 minutes into the match. I think the players are still good with one or two solid attempts from the beginning of the game, but they need to be getting to the point where they make one last solid push, you know, even if it's taking things a little bit slower than they normally would. That is fine, honestly. The most important thing is making progress over what you did before. And with a game like this, I think it's completely fine to go slow and steady. Even though, like, honestly, I'm just trying to think. You don't get any additional pickups for killing enemies as far as I can see. There's not really too much of a benefit to doing that. If you can skip them, great. But because they're always shooting and a huge source of damage, if you can kill them and not get hit by them and do that reliably, that is probably the best thing to do. Spawn an enemy, kill them, start moving on, spawn an enemy, kill them, keep moving on.
Yep. And to be honest, the enemy placement is not random.
Oh, good.
So you can actually work out, like, as you go, you can work out where a lot of these enemies are and which ones are the more dangerous ones.
Yeah. Did you hear that, chat? There's a new speed game for you because it's not as random as it could be.
Well, I mean, it's still awful.
Well, whatever, just ignore that. Come on. Automatically makes it better than most of the Mario games.
So definitely, if you sit where I am sitting at the end of level 1, right, only occasionally will you get hit. And so you can clear out all the guys in the ground,
Okay.
and then kill the guy in the window to complete things.
I I'm glad that there's a pretty solid strategy for the end of level 1, yeah.
With minimal damage.
It's like, in this game, you're going to get hit sometimes. It's just when you can make it consistent that you take a few hits rather than all the hits, then that's fine.
Yeah.
It's like,
Pretty much.
a lot of people believe that that with video games, especially platformers, you should be able to play them. And if you are theoretically a perfect player, not take damage for your first time playing through it, you should be able to react to things. But I also feel like there are some cases where some force damage is fine. Like, I mean, considering that damage really affects the way that you play in this game, it feels kind of necessary,
Well, especially, too, since damage carries through, like, all the damage you take, you only have so many repair kits.
Oh, yeah.
And we've all been using them at, like, the end of level 1, which is why you see, like, the efficiency go high.
Yeah.
But you can actually save those for later. And so have a little bit better handle between, like, going into level 3.
Kessenchu is just trying to kill the ninja. Die, ninja, die! Nobody wants you! Your family left you at a ninja school so that you could become a ninja, and you don't even know who your parents are because your whole life you were just a ninja.
I worry about your taunting game, bro.
The fact is he's a ninja, though.
No, Kessenchu, so close.
Oh, I am so sad. But at the same time, 102% proficiency at the beginning of the level, not a bad amount to have. You could definitely get there with a little bit more. 140, I think, is what I saw Corndan do.
Yep.
Yeah. We are down to 15 minutes left. The players know that they need to start making a really good push to make consistent progress. Yeah. Any kind of progress right now is going to be good for them. Okay.
Progress is good progress.
Yeah, it's true. The problem I feel that Kessenchu has right now is that he hasn't really learned any of the diagonal shooting, as far as I've seen. And that is a huge problem with this game.
That is a terrible amount of health that Tetsuya had. Never mind.
Okay, Tetsuya has 121 efficiency, not proficiency. RoboCop is 100% proficient at all robot/cop related activities. That includes recharging. Just plug him in, bam! Good proficiency. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I'm just relaxing a little bit and enjoying this. I was gonna say vibrating music. No, music with vibrato.
Well, I'm not sure why you have to apologize to us for relaxing.
Come on, I grew up apologizing for everything. It's kind of a rule here. That's all we do in Utah. Apologize to each other.
I thought you tormented your youngest sibling with Zombie Dad.
With Zombie Dad? Okay. We only apologize for the less important stuff. For the more important stuff, never apologize, okay?
Okay.
That's how we do it in Utah. You apologize for the stuff that doesn't matter, and then just ignore any of the stuff that does matter.
Oof, 25% on Tetsuya.
Tetsuya, that's still doable. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, Time Wanderer per chat made it all the way to the tank. Oh, I really hope Kessenchu is able to get there. Come on, kill the pink ninja. Yeah, ninja is down. And Kessenchu is moving on to stage 3.
Huzzah.
Cadillac Heights. Okay, fighting Thomas Jefferson. Jefferson's down. Yeah, I love that, you know, listening to this music, you can really tell what kind of company made it, specifically one that was in Europe. As a matter of fact, this was licensed. The original version, not the Dendy version, was licensed by Ocean. They published it, but it was developed by Probe. And we have seen many Probe software games here in Ku5ogrande.
Probe is a big contributor to Ku5ogrande, you might say.
Maybe even more so than RoboCop.
I don't think so. I think we've had more RoboCops than Probe games.
I don't know. Okay, we've got one more match coming after this. I'm just checking to make sure that everything is set. It's been off to a good start, though. We've had 2 RoboCops. I really hope we do not have a third.
Well, I mean, it is apparently RoboCop Day. It's a possibility.
No, that's June 3rd. 4th. June 4th? I don't know. Wait, if it's June 4th, that would mean... Oh, yeah. It's the same day as one of my relatives' birthday. I could be like, hey, you were born on RoboCop Day. They'd be like, shut up. I thought I had you on my block list.
Well.
Yeah. But they're slackers. They forgot to put me on.
Yeah, well, you know.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to think. What do you think of how the players are doing, by the way? Royal
I'm
Blue
watching
Wizard.
Tetsuya carefully, because he's about to make it to the end of stage 4.
Oh, nice.
Never mind.
Well, that's how it goes.
Sometimes. I mean, I'm just happy I made it to the tank.
Yeah, thank you for making it there. I
know,
really
right?
hope Kessenchu is able to get there. I really hope so, because everybody else has seen it at this point. Come on, Kessenchu.
That's a very nice 150%. $142%. Stage 5 is horrible. It is really just you soaking as much damage as possible.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I can imagine. Like, the thing is, by this point in the game, because you only have one life, because your health carries over when you continue from, you know, what you started the level with, it's just miserable to think there's going to be a level where all you do is just take ludicrous amounts of damage. Like, how? How are you supposed to get through that?
By being good.
Well,
Which is why I haven't gotten there.
oh, okay. There we go, Time Wanderer getting the annoying jump off the conveyor belt. That jump is so dumb. I love that, like, the second you step into the acid, the game's like, warning, leg units damage. You can just call them legs first off, video game. You don't have to call it a leg unit.
They don't have to, but they choose to.
That's dumb. That's like saying thing. Yeah, your leg thing is damaged. What do you mean? It's
maybe my
your
leg
leg
thing is
thing.
damaged.
That's how Justin got into the hospital. His leg unit was damaged.
That's the building. So
Okay,
So that's-
Kesenchu has killed the ninja, and we'll be moving on to the next level, level 3. Now, I don't believe Kesenchu has quite seen the tank yet, which means that he's in 3rd, but honestly, he's got probably one of the biggest chances to switch places, specifically with Time Wanderer, who's currently in 2nd. Tetsuya probably has the victory locked. Not gonna lie.
I'm going to say Tetsuya definitely has the victory locked.
Yeah, I don't think there's a probably here, just in that how long it takes to get through everything.
Yeah.
I think we might see stage 5 at this rate.
Tetsuya's taking it so slow, just trying to make sure that these things die whenever he can kill them. I don't know what they are, the balls.
Some sort of shrapnel mine, it looks
Actually,
like.
I imagine that, you know, if you were RoboCop and you slipped on a marble, like Macaulay Culkin could take RoboCop down.
So, yeah, here's the ED-209.
Ed! Well, Ed just wrecked Tetsuya. I think that's probably going to be Tetsuya's last real attempt there.
Yeah, I don't think there's enough time for Tetsuya to get back. Time Wanderer is returning from the tank.
Time Wanderer. Good, good. Oh my gosh, going to the left. Die, Rehab! Or
That is
Diet
more-
Rehab.
That is more percent than Tetsuya has had. So this could be interesting.
Huh. Yeah, we're gonna have to see what Time Wanderer can do. This is significant. Yeah, we were saying that nobody was gonna pass Tetsuya, but if anybody is going to, it's here.
Right. This is a big final push.
Kesenchu only has 2% of health at this point. Not much. Oh, and there we go. Still, there technically is enough time to get over to that tank. And Time Wanderer right now is actually holding on quite well to health. 60%. Just don't step on the exploding balls, I guess. I don't know if they even explode. They're just balls.
Some of them explode.
Oh.
This might actually come down to whoever deals more percentage to the ED-209.
Hey, we're
Well,
down
it's a good
to...
thing we have an enemy tracker.
Oh yeah, up at the top right, it's super easy to see how much damage has been done, which it looks like Time Wanderer might have a strategy here. Except the controls just got reversed, so that's fun.
Yeah, that's what happens when your head gets damaged.
Okay, so that is 75%. Does Time Wanderer have a continue? Yes, he does.
Oh yeah, like, in theory, Time Wanderer could actually beat this stage. That would be awesome to see. Kesenchu is back to the beginning here. I don't think there's going to be any more progress on Kesenchu's side. He'll be coming in 3rd. Tetsuya will be coming in 2nd. Time Wanderer 1st. But well, that's a full game over for Time Wanderer, I believe.
Alright, so that is a last 4-minute
Wait,
lead change. No, according to Cadus, Tetsuya did not do any damage to the ED-209.
Oh, yeah.
And Time Wanderer took it down to 75%, so Time Wanderer is now in 1st.
I was just talking about Time Wanderer and being able to continue. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think there's enough time for Tetsuya.
No, not at this point.
I'm still gonna let it run out. We're gonna
Yeah.
let the 2.5 minutes run out, see what can be done.
We're not going to take away RoboCop Day from people.
Yeah, it's like a national holiday, except that you regret it, like tax day.
I mean, it totally is the Ku5ogrande of holidays.
It's also
Right,
like tax day.
This is like Ku5ogrande Christmas.
It's true. It's RoboCop. I don't know. I feel like there are other games that have a little bit more flavor that, you know, if somebody made me mashed potatoes for my birthday, I'd be like, okay, that's fine. I like potatoes. But, you know, if you made me garlic mashed potatoes with a hefty dose of butter in them, you know, it'll be perfect. It's like you really understand me. RoboCop is plain mashed potatoes, okay? Not bad. But I want something spicier.
Well, just you wait for the other RoboCops that have not made it yet.
I mean, the Korean RoboCop kind of got there, you know.
Oh, I guarantee you, there is one better that has not yet been given out yet.
I think everybody is afraid now.
I mean, I played it and I was afraid.
Last minute. Go Tetsuya, go.
You know what? Yeah, we have less than a minute. Tetsuya. Yeah, there's not going to be any more progress on any of the players' screens. The places are locked. But hey, you know, we get to see RoboCop with his jetpack. What everybody wanted in life, you know?
I did not want RoboCop with a jetpack in my life, thank you.
Well,
that would mean I'm living in Detroit. No, that would mean I'm living in Detroit.
Would you rather have RoboCop without a jetpack?
No, because I would still be living in Detroit.
Well, you only have a choice, jetpack or no jetpack.
If my choice is live in Detroit or don't live, or live in Detroit, that's not really a choice now, is it?
Nope. But you know what? Turns out it doesn't matter because that is time. No Detroit for us. Oh my gosh, what a video game. Time Wanderer came from second place right in the last 5-10 minutes and managed to pass Tetsuya, dealing damage to the boss at the end of stage 4. Kessin Chu comes in third. Corndan is a zombie, so you get no credit.
That's pretty typical. I never get any credit around here.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
you do so much and nobody gives you any credit.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. You know what, Corndan? I'll go ahead and give you a tiny credit. I'll just have it in very small letters.
Huh. Okay.
Hello there, Time Wanderer.
Hi, I've been wanting to say this for a long time. Hey, Brasentia.
Oh my gosh, no. Okay, well, I'm disconnecting from the call now. No, how you doing? How you doing? Congratulations on the victory today, by the way.
Thank you. Kate made me think that it was not real. Because he auto-completed Tetsuya into chat, and I was like, oh, well, I did my best.
Oh.
But then he was
That's
like, wait,
pretty
no.
funny.
So, yeah, I had no idea, like... Okay. So, I feel like this happens a lot on Ku5ogrande, but, like, I went into this and I was like, so, this is a video game. This is playable. And then the more I learned about it, the less I liked it.
Yeah, that's about how this game goes.
Yeah. Like, the one thing that really got me upset specifically was when people got to, I think about stage 3 or so, we started seeing how influential the continue system was, in that you have limited continues, but it also keeps the life value that you had from the previous continue, which should only happen when you have infinite continues. I don't know. It made me very angry.
And the life value for your individual parts. Like, I don't know if you like could tell on stream, but like, so there's that space between the stages where you have like repair the different parts of your body. And I initially thought that was just like, oh, well, you just get a health up and it's just, it's just kind of like flavor text. It's like, oh, repair the different parts. No, when your legs stop working, you just freeze for a bit. And when your head gets to 0, your controls just randomly reverse.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean by like, yeah, once I started figuring these things out, I was like, oh no, oh no, it's bad. It's not just jank, it's like there are active design decisions, purposeful decisions making it worse.
Welcome to Ku5ogrande.
The thing is, like, we can't even blame the bootleggers for that. That was like blame probe. Okay, the bootleggers.
That's just how RoboCop 3 is.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Very little is different besides the title screen. Yeah.
The bootlegging is just for some graphical errors and the fact that I wanted to keep our theme of Russian Russian RoboCop bootlegs going.
Yeah, that's
what
fun.
A theme.
I mean, I will say, Royal Blue Wizard sent this to me and said, "What do you think?" And I said, "This is just RoboCop 3." I said it still deserves to be in here, but it's just RoboCop 3. It's not anything different.
By the way, we are a little bit behind. Time Wanderer, is there anything that you're streaming these days that you'd like to let people know about? Anything happening that people should know?
I've been away from streaming for a while because I've been moving, but starting this week, I will be back on a regular schedule at twitch.tv/TimeWanderer.
Oh, heck yeah.
I play all kinds of different weird stuff. Not all of it's bad, but I do a lot of randomizers. But I also I joined Ku5ogrande because I like playing like obscure weird stuff like this, and it seemed like a good place to find some. So there will be some of this and some of other things.
Sweet. Honestly, everybody should go check out the players here. When we have their names on the layout, that is where you can go find them. So please do check them out. Time Wanderer, I hope that moving has gone well. This is a fantastic way to end the move.
Yeah, I think so.
Bless the new place with RoboCop.
Everybody needs to bless their belongings with RoboCop.
Oh yeah.
I will get right to it.
Well, all right, go to it. Take care, Time Wanderer. Thank you so much, Corndan, who's probably leaving us, and Wizard as well. Probably.
Yep.
Thanks.
I mean, because I'm lazy, I'll stick around until the next GM reveal, like I always do.
Okay.
See you later.
It's probably not me, but it might be.
Bye, Time Wanderer. Bye, Wizard.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.